Welcome to Primeval Predators. Today we explore the epic journey of the Serengeti migration, an incredible test of ultimate survival. As the harsh dry season begins, the Golden Plains transform into a barren wasteland, forcing millions of animals to move. The zebras are the very first to depart, driven by an ancient instinct and profound memories of the ancient roots. Leading this vast herd is Makalo, a powerful alpha male who carries the heavy responsibility of guiding his entire family. Makalo possesses a remarkable ability to sense distant rainstorms, using the subtle changes in the wind to find fresh pastures. Trusting his extraordinary leadership, the massive herd follows him closely, embarking on a dangerous journey across the unforgiving African savanna. Every step they take is a gamble against time and predators, but staying behind in the drought means certain death. The younger members of the herd stay close to their mothers, learning the harsh realities of survival from day one. Predators are always watching from the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike at any weak or isolated individual. However, the zebras have developed a brilliant evolutionary defense mechanism to confuse these hungry hunters during their long, perilous migration. Their striking black and white stripes create a mesmerizing optical illusion when the entire herd moves rapidly together in unison. To a stalking predator, this chaotic sea of moving patterns makes it nearly impossible to isolate a single target successfully. The hunters become disoriented by the visual chaos, often losing their focus and giving the zebras precious seconds to escape. Thanks to this brilliant natural camouflage, Makalo successfully guides his family through the dangerous predator territories without losing a member. But their greatest challenge still lies ahead. A terrifying natural barrier that claims countless lives during every single annual migration. The mighty Mara River stands in their way, its treacherous currents hiding some of the most fearsome predators on Earth. Massive Nile crocodiles wait patiently beneath the murky surface, knowing that the great feast they anticipate is finally arriving today. Makalo paces nervously along the steep bank, carefully analyzing the dangerous currents and searching for the safest possible crossing point. Thousands of anxious zebras gather behind him, their collective tension building as they wait for their brave leader to jump. With a sudden burst of immense courage, Makalo leaps into the churning water, initiating the most dangerous phase of migration. Chaos instantly erupts as hundreds of zebras follow him, plunging into the river and fighting the incredibly strong water currents. Amidst this frantic splashing, a very young zebra loses its footing and gets swept away by the rapidly moving river. Beneath the dark surface, a giant crocodile senses the struggle and moves swiftly toward the vulnerable calf with deadly precision. The massive jaws snap shut just inches away from the panicked calf, sending a terrifying splash of water into the air. Instantly, several adult zebras rush to surround the baby, creating a powerful wall of kicking hooves to deter the predator. Makalo aggressively thrashes the water, putting his own life at immense risk to defend the youngest member of his family. Thanks to this incredible teamwork, the terrified calf manages to scramble up the slippery bank, exhausted but miraculously still alive. The herd finally reaches the safety of the opposite shore, shaking the heavy water from their coats in absolute relief. Makalo stands proudly on the high ridge, gazing over the lush green paradise that promises abundant food for his herd. However, reaching paradise does not mean peace. Other strong males arrive, completely ready to challenge Makalo for his absolute dominance. A brutal fight erupts as the males rear up, delivering vicious bites and powerful kicks to establish their breeding rights. This violent clash of hooves and teeth is a necessary trial to ensure only the strongest genes pass to offspring. After a grueling battle, the challenger finally retreats in defeat, leaving Makalo victorious and securing his position as the leader. Makalo returns to his grazing family, his leadership unquestioned, ensuring that the next generation of zebras will be incredibly strong. While the zebras settle into their new home, an even larger spectacle is beginning to unfold across the distant horizon. Over 1 million wildebeests are now on the move, driven entirely by a mysterious instinct passed down through countless generations. They do not navigate using logic or memory, but follow a primal urge that compels them to march constantly forward. This endless river of dark bodies stretches as far as the eye can see, dominating the vast landscape completely today. Such a massive gathering of prey inevitably attracts the absolute most dangerous and formidable predators the savanna has to offer. The lions watch patiently from their rocky vantage point, carefully selecting the perfect target from the endless sea of animals. Operating with lethal coordination, the lionesses fan out through the tall grass, preparing to execute a flawless and deadly ambush. Suddenly, the trap is sprung. A powerful lioness explodes from her hiding spot, sprinting toward a startled and vulnerable wildebeest. The chase is incredibly intense and brutally short, a pure display of raw speed and desperate survival on the plains. With a massive leap, the lioness brings her prey down, securing a vital meal for her incredibly hungry, growing family. But a fresh kill rarely goes unnoticed here. The scent of blood quickly attracts an aggressive clan of hungry hyenas. These intelligent and ruthless scavengers arrive in large numbers, laughing maniacally as they prepare to steal the hard-earned prize. The hyenas surround the feeding lions, constantly testing their boundaries and using their overwhelming numbers to intimidate the large felines. A massive male lion charges fiercely into the pack, roaring with tremendous fury to defend his pride and their food. But the hyenas are incredibly persistent. They simply retreat a few yards before creeping right back toward the bloody carcass. A chaotic war over the meat ensues, showcasing the brutal reality of survival where every single calorie is fiercely contested. Meanwhile, the Great Migration continues its relentless march forward, entirely indifferent to the violent struggles happening right on its edges. Deep within the safety of the massive herd, a pregnant female stops walking, preparing to bring new life into existence. A tiny calf is born onto the dusty plains, entering a dangerous world where weakness is instantly punished by death. The newborn blinks against the bright sunlight, completely unaware of the immense challenges that await him in this unforgiving wilderness. Unfortunately, the scent of birth travels quickly on the wind, immediately attracting the attention of two hungry, patrolling spotted hyenas. Sensing the approaching danger, the mother urgently nudges her fragile baby, knowing he must stand up immediately to survive today. The calf struggles desperately to control his wobbly legs, falling back into the dirt several times as the predators approach. The hyenas break into a confident trot, closing the distance rapidly. They know a newborn calf is an effortless meal. The brave mother turns to face the attackers, violently swinging her sharp horns to keep the snapping jaws at bay. With just seconds to spare, the tiny calf finally locks his knees, standing upright on trembling legs for the first time. He is barely 10 minutes old, yet he must immediately learn the single most important lesson of the African savannah. That ultimate lesson is incredibly simple but brutally unforgiving. You must run to live, or you will certainly die today. Miraculously, the young calf finds his balance and accelerates, running closely beside his mother as they flee from the predators. The hyenas chase them briefly, but quickly realize the calf is already too fast, forcing them to abandon their hunt. Safely blending back into the endless sea of wildebeests, the newborn has successfully passed his very first test of survival. He is now a permanent part of the Great Migration, an endless cycle of life, death, and incredible endurance forever. As the herd continues moving, the sky darkens dramatically. The long-awaited rains finally arrive, quenching the desperately thirsty land. The heavy raindrops strike the cracked earth, instantly transforming the barren dust into rich mud that promises new grass tomorrow. The exhausted animals stand peacefully in the heavy downpour, eagerly drinking from the fresh puddles forming rapidly across the plains. Within just a few days, the magic of water transforms the desolate landscape into a vibrant, incredibly lush green paradise. The massive mixed herds finally reach their ultimate destination, finding abundant food and temporary peace in this beautiful new territory. Makalo grazes peacefully, his strong body recovering quickly from the brutal journey. He has successfully protected his beloved family again. The brave young zebra who narrowly escaped the crocodile now plays joyfully with others, growing stronger with every passing day. Nearby, the resilient wildebeest calf rests safely beside his mother, having fully embraced his new life in this wild world. The entire ecosystem thrives in harmony during this season of plenty, showcasing the incredible resilience of nature after immense hardship. Even the most fearsome predators enjoy a brief moment of relaxation, their bellies full from the abundance of arriving prey. High above, vultures circle silently in the clear blue sky, serving as the ultimate cleanup crew in this perfect ecosystem. As the sun begins to set, casting long golden shadows across the plains, a profound sense of peace settles everywhere. Makalo stands perfectly still against the fiery orange sky, a silent guardian watching over his family as the night approaches. The millions of wildebeests finally rest their weary legs, gathering closely together to share body heat and mutual protection tonight. Under the brilliant blanket of a million stars, the African savannah sleeps, preparing for whatever challenges tomorrow might bring them. But this peaceful paradise is only temporary. The changing seasons will eventually dry out these beautiful lands once again soon. When the rain stops and the grass turns yellow, the mysterious primal instinct will awaken within their minds once more. They will turn around and begin the brutal march all over again, completing the greatest circle of life on Earth. The predators will be waiting for them, ready to test the weak and ensure that only the absolute strongest survive. The treacherous rivers will continue to flow, demanding their terrible sacrifice from the brave herds that dare to cross them. Leaders like Makala will continue to guide their families, passing down their crucial knowledge to the next generation of survivors. This is the raw, unfiltered beauty of the wild, a place where every single moment is a desperate fight for life. We have witnessed the ultimate journey of endurance, a true testament to the incredible willpower of these incredibly resilient creatures. Thank you for watching Primeval Predators. Join us next time for more incredible stories from the dangerous, breathtaking animal kingdom.